If you'd like to open a Taco Bell franchise, I want to really walk you through the whole process today, okay? So, first of all, here's the background I want you to pay attention to. When you think about Taco Bell, I want you to think about a wonderful franchise model, okay? From a hot chalupa to their signature sauce. Taco Bell really is the largest purveyor of Mexican cuisine in the world. I mean, not just in the States, but in the whole world, okay? So, as one of the top quick service restaurant franchises, Taco Bell is actually known for serving Mexican style food quickly and also at a low price. So that's really important. Quickly and at a low price. And you can get their tasty tacos at over 7,000 locations across 30 to 35 different countries. So that's really good. And when you think about Taco Bell, think about a subsidiary of Yum Brands. So Yum Brands actually also owns several other recognizable franchises. And so Yum Brand operates over 43,000 restaurant locations across 135 nations and territories. So this is really good. I mean, the reason why I'm giving you all this background sort of info is that it's just to let you know that there is something really strong with Taco Bell as a franchise. Okay, and Taco Bell was actually founded more than 60 years ago and began franchising 2 years later, and it has since grown into one of the most recognizable brands in the world. So this is really fantastic. So if you actually join this model, you are able to get name recognition real fast, right? Because everybody knows Taco Bell. You are able to serve very tasty Mexican food, and you are able to actually like you can really take advantage of the brand's great reputation on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and TikTok. So this is really good, okay? And the cool thing is that the company actually offers new franchises throughout the U.S., but also they offer new franchises in Asia, in Australia, in New Zealand, in the Middle East, in Europe, Eastern Europe, Western Europe, Central America, Canada, and South America. So this is really good from a business. Sorry about this. From a business opportunity point of view, okay. So that's really pretty interesting to really look at it that way. So yeah. So let me give you the franchisee requirements. So basically, when you think about opening a franchise, like opening a Taco Bell franchise this year, it's important first that you need to submit your application, right? And if you are approved, then you will participate in the Taco Bell franchise training program. And this program will take several weeks. There are cases where it takes like several months, depending on how competitive your area really is. So after that, they will begin construction on the new building, and Taco Bell locations can require multiple months to complete construction. So something to really think about. So when you actually are considering a Taco Bell, I think you need to arm yourself with patience, a lot of patience. So the application, that's one. The construction, that's two. The training, that's three. So once your Taco Bell franchise location is ready to go, you will actually be responsible for ensuring everything runs smoothly leading up to the opening of the restaurant. You can even hire a manager to handle these duties. But if you decide to manage the whole thing yourself, one of the most important steps is actually when it comes to managing the whole thing, you need to staff your restaurant. Very important. Okay. And the one thing for sure, Taco Bell may be actually easy to hire for because of this, many of your employees are likely to be young and new to the workforce. And so with a caveat that actually that ages differ in some states. You can hire employees as young as 16 in most places in the U.S. And this is really good. So after hiring some staff, you can begin preparing for your grand opening. So, things like branding, promotion, all that kind of stuff. And that's it. So Taco Bell actually strives to make opening a new franchise as seamless as possible. So once you have your restaurant staffed and open for business, you can proudly call yourself the owner of a brand new Taco Bell franchise. So this is really good. And let me just really talk to you now about some kind of granular stuff. I mean, you have to really have a clear idea about the requirements, okay, when it comes to franchising with Taco Bell. Let me go through some of the requirements. So first, I want to talk to you about the financial requirements because there are financial requirements and also there are ongoing fees. So here is what you can expect to spend to start the business and what ongoing fees the franchisor charges through the life of the business. So the initial franchise fee will be around $25,000 to $45,000. So that amount of that cash you should have it in the bank. It has to be disposable income. I mean, Taco Taco Bell will make sure that you have the cash available, and the initial investments will be somewhere from 600,000 to $4 million. Okay, so this is something to really think about. And if you want to open a new Taco Bell franchise, they have a net worth requirements, and you gotta have a net worth of $5 million. So 5 million to 7 million. So that's the net worth requirements. And in terms of the cash requirements, you are looking at $2 million. One thing I want to say here is that when I speak about $2 million in terms of cash, I'm speaking about disposable cash. So those are disposable assets that you should have access to. Okay, and also there is a relative fee of 5.5%. So something that Taco Bell charges every month, not every year. They charge it every month. So every month you have to really pay a 5.5% royalty fee. You also have an ad royalty fee. So, and this will set you back 4.25%. So overall, you got to really look at a fee structure of around 10%. So 10% of your revenue is going to a Taco Bell every single year. So something to really think about. Okay. And one thing I want to say here is that the term of the agreement, because there is actually an agreement that you got to have with Taco Bell. So Taco Bell will actually want you to really have a term of 25 years, okay? And this franchise term is not renewable, okay? Something to really think about. But 25 years is a long time to actually see whether the opportunity is actually profitable. And also you have financing options. So some franchisors offer in-house financing, while others have relationships with third-party financing sources to which they actually refer qualified franchisees. So with third-party financing, Taco Bell has relationships with third-party sources which actually offer financing to cover the following. So you have a franchise fee, you have a startup cost, equipment, inventory, accounts receivable, payroll, and so on and so forth. So this is kind of cool. So let me talk to you about the training and support offered. So if you think about Taco Bell franchise, what are the requirements to become a franchisee in terms of training and support? Basically, a franchisor is a franchisor. You actually will be able to get initial training program and a variety of ongoing support options to help you run your business. Okay, Taco Bell just wants to make sure that you get you get the best setup possible to really succeed in your new business model. Okay, so let me walk you through some of the training programs. So you have on-the-job training of 400 hours. So that's actually 400 hours across the board. So from kitchen all the way to the front office. You also have a classroom training of 8 hours. So you go to either you can go to a physical Taco Bell sort of training classroom or online. You can have this online sort of session. Okay, especially during COVID, a lot of franchisees were actually following courses online. So that's really good. So in terms of ongoing support, you have newsletter. You have the support is going through meetings and conventions. So Taco Bell actually is known for having pretty interesting conventions to kind of solidify its relationship with franchisees. You have Taco Bell will support you for the grand opening. Also, when it comes to online support, right? So that's kind of cool in terms of flexibility. You have security and safety procedures. Taco Bell will be there for you. So they're charging you 10%, but they're giving you a lot of support, a lot as possible. You have field operations also in terms of training. You have site selection. They'll help you with the real estate, with a choice. They'll also help you with the proprietary software like accounting or marketing or content marketing or digital marketing. And you also have a franchisee intranet platform. So as a franchisee, you do have access to an internet platform to know what's really happening. Also, you do have a marketing support from Taco Bell, so you have ad templates. So that's really good in terms of flexibility. You have national media, so Taco Bell has like a certain reputation nationally that you don't have as a franchise. You also have original advertising, social media, SEO, website development. That's really good. You also have email marketing and loyalty program through the app. So that's really fantastic. So, but when you think about the Taco Bell franchise requirements, I mean, if you want to become a franchisee this year, operations are really important. Operations are one area where Taco Bell wants to make sure that you are solid in terms of performance, in terms of possibilities. So that's really important for Taco Bell. So let me break it down for you. So basically, with the Taco Bell, absentee ownership is not allowed. So this is something you're not going to have. I mean, some McDonald's locations have it, but the Taco Bell doesn't have that. So absentee ownership is not really is not allowed with Taco Bell. And also, you cannot actually run this franchise from home or a mobile unit. So that's what I told you before. Also, if you're interested in having a Taco Bell franchise this year, just remember that this is actually a full-time job. Okay, you can't really try to really run this on the side. This is not a side hustle. This is really a full-time job. So you got to really put a lot of flexibility, operational flexibility, in making sure that your franchise really is successful. Because Taco Bell wants to make sure that you are invested in the model. Okay, that this is important. So if you're looking for something part-time, you have other franchises on the market that can really help you out. And also with Taco Bell, you don't have exclusive territories. So somebody in a competing territory can come and eat in your Taco Bell and vice versa. So if you are, let's say, if you are in New York and folks can actually come from New Jersey and actually come and eat, in your Taco Bell in Manhattan, for instance. So there is no exclusivity. So just be aware of that. And Taco Bell is really making sure that as a franchisee, you have a lot of flexibility. Okay, so there are no territories available exclusively. You cannot actually run this on a part-time basis. So this is a full-time job. This is actually this will require your effort big time, and you cannot actually run this from home. Okay, Taco Bell wants to make sure that its locations are really important for the brand. So something to really think about this year. So let me talk to you about the Taco Bell franchise model. Okay, the thing is that you are able to join the Taco Bell family for profitable growth opportunities and through partnership with a leader when it comes to Mexican QSR. Okay, and so this is kind of cool because Taco Bell is not just a restaurant. It is a technology that powers you in terms of profitability. So you are able to get profitable real fast. You are able to solidify your relationship with Taco Bell customers. So that's really good. Not only in the short run, but also in the long run. So this is really fantastic. One thing I want to remind you is that you need to have $5 million personal net worth. So if you have anything below that, you can't really qualify at this moment for a Taco Bell franchise. So those 5 millions should be disposable assets. Okay, assets you can use for running, for elevating the Taco Bell franchise. And also, you also got to have a $2 million personal liquidity defined as cash or any assets that can be converted to cash within 10 business days. And you got to also have access to a capital and desire for a long-term investment. Because if you remember, I was telling you a little earlier that the contractual term is 25 years. 25 years. So you got to be really invested in Taco Bell for a long time, okay? And basically, Taco Bell is looking for growth-minded multi-unit operators who want to acquire and build where the opportunity is available. Okay, it's all about the availability of the opportunity. Okay, so basically, they want you to have, as a franchisee applicant, they want you to have operations experience of multi-units, preferably in the QSR space. So quick service restaurant. Okay, you do have to have a proven track record of current or previous successful business ownership. Right? They want to make sure that you are really carved up for the job. And you need to possess a growth mindset with a desire to build as well as reinvest in existing units, right? I mean, as a matter of fact, you can actually own multiple Taco Bell franchises. So you can have multiple locations. That's not a problem. And you also got to be a team leader, a team builder, disruptor, or innovator who exhibits restless creativity and a passion for people. You got to have, let's say, interpersonal skills. That's really important. So overall, when you think about the Taco Bell, I want you to think about a solution for every site. So you can have a drive-through, so that's really good. You can have an inline or a cantina, so that's also a possibility depending on the location that you have chosen. Okay, and you also have a food court, captive, small footprint for you to actually sell your food. So that's really important. So to sum up into the conversation, I spoke to you about how to open a Taco Bell franchise, right? I spoke to you about the requirements. So the initial franchise fee, $25,000 to $45,000, and so this is what you have to pay at Taco Bell to actually start the relationship. And so the initial investments runs from $600,000 to 3.4, $3.5 million. Okay, something to be aware of. And so net worth requirement that's a little earlier, $5 million. So $5 million, Taco Bell wants to make sure you have a lot of disposable cash to really reinvest. Okay, and so cash requirements, disposable cash, 750 to 1 million. But just be aware that you have a royalty fee of 5.5%. So don't be actually pissed if Taco Bell is getting part of your revenue. This is part of the agreement. Okay, so just expect nearly 10% of your revenue to go to Taco Bell. Okay, this is really what it is. And so 10%, I mean, actually is 9.75%. But hey, listen, it is what it is. And it's one of those things where Taco Bell wants to make sure that they develop a long-term relationship with you. Okay, because they do not want you to run the business from home. They want you to really invest in a site to actually build a store, build a restaurant that people can go to. That means you can't do it from home. Okay, and so one thing I want you to really remember here is that you got to have a certain leadership capability to actually run Taco Bell properly. Okay, so you got to have that. Otherwise, you can't really qualify. But overall, Taco Bell is really one of the most popular and recognizable brands in the U.S., which means that you may have a leg up on the competition, really, okay? They are also aggressively expanding into the global market, which may create a great opportunity for entrepreneurs around the globe to open a Taco Bell franchise close to home, right? So you are able to get things done a lot faster. And so whether you live in or outside of the U.S., Taco Bell may actually be one of the best franchise organizations to open, especially this year. So the bottom line here is that to this conversation, I spoke to you about how to open a Taco Bell franchise. I gave you the background, the franchisee requirements, the Taco Bell franchise model to sum up, and at the bottom line. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.